Prezzo in the place to be, and I got what it takes to rock a podcast. Jones in the place to be, and he got what it takes to rock a podcast. Kash Kid in the place to be, and he got what it takes to rock a podcast. Steve-O in the place to be, and he got what it takes to rock the podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back like we never left. It's Jones and Prezzo Podcast, where we try and uplift, like it's all about positive energy. And today we're very blessed to have our brother Kash Kid. But before that, how's it looking on your side, Jones?
It is looking great. Very delighted to meet Kash Kid. I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah.
And it's a real honor to have you here and to meet you in person. Welcome.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Steve-O.
Yeah, definitely. You're rocking with the best. As we say, Kash Kid in the building. Today we're gonna roast him if it is roasting him, but not roasting like roaster.
That's right.
Yeah. So, Karibu Kash Kid.
Thanks, man. Thanks for hosting me, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Kash Kid, he's part of the family. We go way back.
Way back.
Kash Kid has produced a couple of hits for us. So when I heard you coming, I was actually amped about it, because there's so much we can talk about, seeing as we haven't linked up for a while.
Yeah, sure.
But I see what you're doing, though, and you're doing great, whatever you're pushing, like the youngins, that's the way to go. And that's what Jones and Prezzo's podcast is all about, elevation of today's generation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a rhyme.
Yeah, I'm a wordsmith, brother. Don't forget that.
He's always armed with the rhymes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So how's it going on your side?
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Any new projects you're working on?
Let me say there's a lot. Because actually, if you've been keen, I've been off for like a couple of months. And not off because we don't have content, but off because we were trying to like rejuvenate on what content we are putting out next.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely, whatever we are releasing, it's going to be like bangers.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's
Yo,
right.
I know a couple of producers in this country, basically, from the background of music that we've been pushing. And I don't know, I don't want to pick bone with the rest of the producers, man, but if there is one not like sick, but sickest producer I've ever worked with, speak of hip hop, speak of reggae, speak of Afrobeat, speak of, arrangement, composition, mixing, master, my man, Kash Kid. Like Kash. Yo, you rich with the cash, but in the beat, man.
You guys don't get it wrong with the K.
Yes.
So bro, how do you just come out? Because I remember we've done this song called Prepare, right?
Yeah.
And actually, if you haven't watched Prepare, you could realize that I did a P. Diddy moment, Puff Daddy moment, and it really picked, some guys the wrong way. I'm sat at the reception of the studio, recording studio, excuse me, and Kash Kid is, one of those random afternoons, we're just chilling in the studio, nothing much going on.
Yeah.
Then I hear some sampled Craig David beat from Monday, Tuesday, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've always wanted to sing. I just opened the door to the booth and I'm like, Kash, what's up with that beat? And I'm like, can you put in an Afro beat on it? He says, you sure? Yes, I am. Give me some 2 minutes. Then we get Prepare. That Prepare song, bro, how did you just come up with, of course you got me on that, but how did you just think of fusing Afro and, the hip hop?
I think is also the inspiration around the environment. When the environment has some vibes, like definitely you as a creator, you also tend to have like vibes, you get?
Yeah.
So where we were at that particular recording studio, like there was this vibe, like the moment you enter the door, you just feel like today I'm in the mood of creating.
Yes.
Yeah, so Craig David, like I loved his song, like really much. So I used to play all those, like the soul R&B samples.
Yes,
Because you know
yes.
those producers were just great. Yeah, so that is where we drew our inspiration from. At least you listen, then you modify either a chord or something out of what you've listened to.
Absolutely.
So for this particular track, like that particular guitar sample, it carried the day for me.
Yes.
Then we were like, now I didn't know how to clear the sample. So I was like, now I'll recreate this thing, but I'm gonna miss one chord and then put my own,
Yes.
like just engineer it on my own way.
Right.
Yeah, so Steve liked it, and that is how the song came to life. And then now Prezzo, when he blessed the track, it was like a done deal.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So you're simply saying that we did a collab with El Presidente Prezzo.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know, like a man of his stature.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
it was like a great honor for me.
That's
and
good.
then also like the song was so mature.
Right.
And then it cut across like from the old generation to the youngings.
Right.
Yeah, so it was really a nice project, and then it was like an experimental project.
Yes.
But it worked out.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the great things about music. Every good art, cuts across generations.
Yes.
It's timeless, really. Would you say, Prezzo?
It is.
Yeah.
Like I always say, music is a universal language. So,
Yes.
I can listen to that song Pepe and it gives me that euphoria of that exact moment when we were recording it and everything. And then again, you see like with the recording studio, ain't nobody above the crew. Everybody is equal. So,
Absolutely.
everybody respects what everybody has to do. So when we start fooling around, we can really play around a lot.
Yeah.
But when Kash Kid says, okay, silence in the studio, everybody goes silent. And, that's just how we differentiate, like being professionals and being passionate about what you do.
Absolutely.
Because you see, like, without that kind of cooperation, then there's no way we would actually take steps forward.
Right.
And also shout out to Steve, because Steve, like, he didn't sleep on the project.
That's
because
right.
Yeah.
I think you got the track mastered, and then maybe
Actually, it was in a record time. 2 days.
Wow.
Then the guy was like, when are we doing the video? Then we were like, we were so relaxed, chilled. Steve is like, when are we doing the video?
Yes.
Then he's like, Saturday we are doing the video.
Yes.
Then that is how the video came.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, and the video was like super.
Right.
And of course, just giving out a shout out to all the artists who graced that track. But we have one vocalist, crazy vocalist again, called Keed the Djembe. And of course, not to mention all other people who were included, in just making that day a success. But again, Kash, when we were doing this track, we were at the set for that video.
Yeah.
And the chemistry there was kind of it was just family moment. Brothers were coming up. It's like brothers up in arms.
Yes.
To fight a common enemy.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what was your experience, because I realized you also have an idea with. Is it an idea you have, or you're basically a videographer?
Yeah, I've ventured also into videography because growing up, my dad personally was a photographer.
Okay.
Yeah, so he used to work with the top, and like it's called what? Like a media house. Yeah, so I was like, if my dad can take a picture or maybe write an article that can reach millions of people, then why can't I? You get? So I drew that inspiration from him. So slowly I developed like having an eye for something that looks good. You get? So even when we were shooting the Pepe video, like I was coordinating also with the director. He's called Johnson Kialo. Big shout out to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so like I have an eye for something. And if you want something good, then you just share your idea, because at the end product is what matters. You get? Yeah, it doesn't mean that when he gets the credit, like if something is good, all of us will feel good.
Yes.
Yeah, because it will reach people and it will reach a milestone.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely while on set, let's say I had a good experience because we were helping each other in terms of like trying to achieve something that has not been achieved before.
Yeah. For sure.
And I can tell guys, go on YouTube.
Yes.
check the video.
Yes.
Then comment down on the
Absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, like there was just a whole vibe and chemistry.
Yes.
Everybody was in full spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, and I loved how the coordination was. Like,
Yeah.
if you tell Prezzo, come this, you set, like he's there, we're supporting him
Yes.
behind. Yeah, and
Absolutely.
everything was just
And
perfect.
also the pictures which were taken, I think during that shoot, one of the pictures that were taken of Prez with a white t-shirt and bling on with sunglasses, you know, always knocking out his chest, you know. But those are the pictures. That is one of the pictures that we got from that set. So while watching the podcast again, you'd realize that the pictures are also popping up before, you know, the start of this program. So,
Right.
you know, there is a lot we've done with Kash Keed, man, but he's one guy who does not even embrace the idea of riding a motorbike. I don't know, man, like
He doesn't like
from
motorbikes.
his background
Yeah.
and from the community that he comes from, everybody in his house is a biker, except for him.
Except him.
Except him.
If there's
What's
one,
up with
if,
them,
if,
man?
If there's one thing that you can put your bet on,
Right.
is even if you give me like 10,000 USD right now, I'll say pass. I won't put myself on a motorbike.
No.
No.
Why is that?
Because I'm a body myself, so I cannot be another thing's body. You get
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, but anyway, it's just a phobia I think I developed.
Yeah.
Because I think I went for a media tour in Uganda. Trust me, it's extreme sport.
Right. Right.
You go, you try. Just be in Kampala one day, then tell those guys like I'm late somewhere.
Right.
Then get yourself on the bike. Trust me, your experience will never be the same again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, if this is how people ride these bikes, then it's a pass for me.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, like those people really, they drive the bikes crazy, but I'm sure there's people who drive it professionally.
Right.
Yeah, so big up to them.
Yes.
But personally, I think motorbike is not my thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Understandable. Right.
I'm with you on that one, actually.
Praise you with me.
100%.
There's someone here who loves bikes, man.
100%.
That's right.
And, you know, if you ask me why, I mean, we're so synonymous. The same thing.
Yeah.
I'm the body here, bro. So if something happens, you know, like, it's me.
Yeah.
You know, and God ain't done with us yet, bro.
Exactly.
So I'm also not a bike person.
A bike.
Yeah, I own two bikes. I had the one with the four wheels, and then I had a Yamaha. It was 150cc. So I gave it to one of my friends at that time because I just didn't want to see it there. The more I see it, like the more it just calls me, and I knew like once I just start on it, then. So to avoid all that, you know, I just called my boy. I told him, "Hey, take this." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "That's you. You like bikes, right?" He's like, "Okay, yeah."
It's all yours now.
Yeah, it's all yours now. And then the 4-wheeler one, I gave it to my cousin.
The quad bike.
Yeah, the quad bike. I gave it to my cousin. So yeah, that's just my story with bikes. But BMXs and mountain bikes, you know, we used to do that back in the day.
No, but again, why you forgetting to say like the only person who can ride you on a bike is none other than Stizo.
Stizo.
Abbas told me to call my name, call myself Stizo.
That's right.
Steve-O and Prezzo.
Stizo.
Come on, man! Shout out to Abbas, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
You know. So, bro, let me again talk of this project that we also, you know, did. Of course, we know you've done a lot of projects. You've done really quite some work. You've gone across the border. You just mentioned Uganda.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mastori that you and of course Gabu did with Mbosso. Yeah. What was of course I was there with the idea and everything, but the fact that you had to bring in Mbosso to how did that come? Because I don't think I was in the building.
So apparently, like we said, you know, when you do good stuff, words get out. Yeah, get out.
Yeah,
So probably like as a studio, as a team, we were doing really immense job. You get yeah. So it's more of like teamwork now. I go back to teamwork. Like teamwork always wins. Like you can't do it on your own. So through that working relationship that we had in the record label, so like we used to do really good stuff.
Yeah.
And then radio presenters used to be our friends. You get, so when any artist comes from a different country or from another country, we are the first to know, and we are the first ones to be plugged with the artist. You get, yeah. And then also like the studio setup was really nice, so you feel confident hosting these people. Yeah. So that particular moment, Mbosso was here for a media tour. And then, there's a presenter called William Tuva. Big shout out. Yeah, so he called me, and then he also called, there's one of our friend also, is called Gabu. Yeah, he was like, yo, Mbosso is around. Like, can I come by the studios? Then we were like, just come. And then, like always, we used to have like a spare beat that people can vibe to.
Yes.
Like at any given point when you come to the studio, there was always something. You can hop on. So for this particular project, you know, him is used to like slow songs, some lovey-dovey stuff. But now we told him, no, yo, we want you to be now Kenyan.
Right.
And then, you know, Kenyans, we love to dance. We love tracks that are high tempo, not like the slow type. So we were like, today there's something called kapuka. Kapuka is our native genre.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
From Abbas.
From
Kapuka.
They were the champions, actually.
Yes.
Prez is a champion of the sound.
Yeah.
And they really
He has to give us a little bit of that Kapuka.
Yeah, so we'll tell guys what Kapuka is and how it came to be.
Yes.
Yeah, so we told Mbosso like, yo, you try our style because you've been doing your style. So can you try something of our style?
Yeah.
And then we were just in studio talking and everything. And then I think it was either Steve or Gabu.
Yeah.
They say like, I think there was just a little conversation going on. Then someone said like, me spending my story mob. You get, then we were like, that word my story
Should be.
like that should be the chorus. That's a nice word. That should be the chorus. Then guys were like, by the way, so we tried like looking for rhymes that can make my story fit as a chorus. So it's like, I don't like stories. Like I'm just a cool guy. I don't like problems. So that is what the my story means.
Wow.
Like I'm just a cool person, you know, and problems. Yeah, exactly. So that is how the song came to be.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it was a great experience also working with an artist from a different country.
Right.
Because I saw firsthand how their work ethic is.
Right.
And trust me, these guys, they really pay much attention into their craft.
Right.
Yes, and that is also what I'd like to advise our viewers or our creative viewers who are watching us right now.
Especially
that you guys,
young people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you guys, you really need to put in work. Also have that self-discipline within you.
If I can chime in just a little bit, you said some pretty profound things here. You know, one of the words you said here is that when you do good stuff, the word gets out.
Yeah.
And all too often, our young people don't know that.
Yes.
And so every opportunity they get, they take it for granted.
Yes.
But you're saying they should do good stuff in little things and in big things because the word does get out, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing also that I thought was interesting is the cross-pollination of culture, how you get world music.
Yeah.
You know, what's the name of this guy that played the song, Just Call Me Al? Somebody, Simon. Used to be with Simon and Garfunkel, some old school guy. You know?
Took food for thought.
Yeah. But these guys rock with musicians from different parts of the world.
Right.
And it makes their music that much richer. And that's the point you're making here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like
Absolutely.
just try different things because you never know.
Be open.
Yeah, just be open.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like me trying different foods.
Yes.
But there's one food that
It's the staple.
has defeated
What-
me.
what's that food,
It's called Ojolof rice.
Jollof rice.
that-
Right. Oh, you and I, we jollof rice.
That thing has like, I don't know, super pepper or hot pepper.
Yes.
They call
I think
pepper.
we've had that
Prez, can you
thing,
hit
right?
that hot pepper?
Bro, you know me and chili, man.
It's
We're
like-
passion times, bro. I don't eat my food without no chili.
Exactly,
That's
bro.
cool.
But I remember you got some chili from my garden back in the day, and you were like, "Yo, bro, you for real? Yeah. Straight from the shamba."
Yeah. Because
really
you know,
knocked out.
we were over at Steve O's place.
Yeah.
And then were having like a meal.
Yeah.
So I told Steve, I'm like, brother, there's no chilies, and he's like, give me a minute. So I went to the backyard. So like when he was walking away, I was just watching him like, okay,
Where's he
ask for
going?
chili.
Where is it going?
He's
And then he
wandering
comes-
away.
Yeah, he comes back with like chili on him, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, where did that come from?
Yeah.
He's like, straight from the shamba.
Shamba.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, Nigerians will love you for mentioning jollof rice. Yeah.
Big shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to the Nigerians out there,
Uh-huh.
Kash Kid likes your staple, the jollof rice.
Yeah.
You mean the Nigerian jollof rice or the Ghanaian
Yes.
one? Which one you mean?